Hello everybody, this is Eric Law and
This is Gabe.
Gabe with Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina, Taneycomo. We're just out here on February 12th, 2026, middle of the afternoon, about 12:30. And we're actually just down by Monkey Island. Got some overcast conditions today. Haven't seen too much sunlight, just a little peeking out this morning, but it kind of disappeared with all the overcast. We were running about 4 generators earlier. They've kind of slowed it down to 2. So we're just kind of nice steady drift down here, and we're just going to see what happens.
See what we can get.
I think Gabe's going to throw this 1/8 ounce jig. We were thinking the water was going to keep flowing heavy, so just going with, what is that, white and red it looks like?
White and red for Valentine's coming up soon.
That's right. Valentine's Day coming up a couple days.
Yes, sir.
And I figured I'd go with something a little Fiesta style, maybe. Kind of this black and yellow.
That's nice.
This one should be a, I believe that's a 332nd. I wanted to get something a little bit lighter since I noticed the flow is kind of getting small. And we'll see if we get some fish down over in this area.
Or you want me to trolley us over there, or do you want to just kind of stay in this area?
Yeah, we could kind of trolley over that way.
Sounds good.
If you want to give her a shot, we probably don't need a whole lot of speed. Maybe about 3. Yeah, that'd probably be all right. 3 to 4. And we're just gonna move real quick and see if we can kind of get a good area for our first cast in just a moment. I think we're just gonna kind of get more set up to get on the front side of the island. A lot of people rent boats and sometimes try to go on this back side of the island, but it's easy to get grounded back there. Definitely wouldn't recommend that spot. Always try to stay out on the front of the island, but good fishing usually out here in the front, all along the side, and then sometimes right behind it where you get a nice eddy. So it's pretty good spots there. I think we're just gonna kind of position ourselves along that bank or close to the bank and throw in and see what happens. Sometimes throwing in the middle is pretty good too down this way. Then over on this side, on the opposite side, there's usually some pretty good fishing over on that side too. Good thing to know is that it's also very shallow over there. So if you're running a boat, just make sure you slow down and just kind of just drift through there and just kind of keep an eye on your depth. And just make sure to have someone kind of look down and make sure you're not going to hit a gravel bar. There's a little bit of a gravel bar in that area, so looks like a pretty good spot right here.
Something like so?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
We'll just kind of keep an eye on the wind. It's a little windy today too. If I don't know if you guys could notice on camera that the water's a little choppy, so but not too bad. So we might have to fight the wind a little bit, but we'll see. Sometimes it wants to throw us all around. See if maybe I can do this too. All right. There we go.
Something like so?
Yeah, I think so. Looks pretty good.
Smooth.
I realized someone had put this reel handle on the opposite side. I'm going to change this to the other side. right. Just tightening up this handle here.
Hope everybody's having a great day.
There it goes, finally. Is that your first cast, Gabe?
No, that is like my third or fourth cast.
No worries. So, Gabe didn't get anything on his first cast, and that's all right.
Let's see what you get.
Sometimes that happens. Can't always get them on the first one.
It's all good.
Sometimes you do.
I just know they're out there.
They're out there. Of course, I threw mine right by a log. Hopefully I don't get snagged on it. That'd just be my luck. Nothing on my first cast either, so that's all right.
I'm gonna go ahead and move us back over that way a little bit.
That's fine. I know when we were in the tournament last, we fished kind of right down along this area. I think Merrick had caught one over in this little area. It's a little brown. It's pretty fun.
Oh yeah, Eric, how was your tournament?
It was good. It was fun. It was a very cold day. Especially down here, it's just super breezy. As soon as you cross that corner, it's just super breezy. But it was fun. You know, it's funny, you know, you think 8 hours seems like a long time for a tournament, but it flew by. It felt like I was only out there for like 3 hours. Yeah, that was a lot of fun though.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
I would definitely do it again for sure. Oh, darn it, just missed it.
Had a bite?
Had a bite.
Shoot.
He was interested.
It's all right. You'll get him.
It was so quick because I was like reeling in just a little bit, and the next thing I just felt wham. Just gotta love when you can't hook them in that quick, you know? It happens so fast. I know you caught a fish yesterday. Was it pretty quick and easy?
It took me a few times to get it, just trying to get the hang of things, but I was able to experience, you know, what it feels like to have a fish on, how to kind of fight with the fish and not break loose or anything. But, you know, it was about, I'd say about 13 inches, 14 inches. So I thought it was pretty good for my first fish.
I noticed when you pulled it out, I was like, that's a pretty good sized fish, actually.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you.
But I was just curious how that bite was. Like, did it just kind of slam right into it, and you were like, oh shoot, there's something there?
When it came to the bite, it wasn't very aggressive. It was pretty, you know, seemed like a nibble, and I just kind of just got him, and then we just kind of tangoed in together. So.
Oh yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, man, but it felt good. I definitely was wanting to catch some more, I'll tell you that. I can see the appeal in it for sure.
Oh yeah. It is fun when you got a fish on. I couldn't tell if that little bump was me hitting the bottom or if that might have been another interested fish, but it seems to be a pretty decent spot right here. I think there's a couple fish hiding out where this back of this island's.
Oh, back here?
Slower, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's
a pretty popular spot. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit more this way. Let me get this out of your guys' way.
Let me.
Kind of right behind the island over here.
Shimmy over here a little bit.
That's a pretty good spot. Like I said, I had a couple bites just as it was drifting down. But yeah, this is the kind of the area me and Merrick were at because it kind of slows down the steady. But as you're drifting down right here, it's just kind of right at the mouth of this spot. Like as you're just drifting down, that it seems to be a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go more toward the right, and I'll swing it a little bit to the left, and we'll have a little spot to kind of be at.
I was gonna say, Derek and I have been down here before, just on the shoreline back behind here, because this is Sunset Park's parking lot's just right over here.
Nice.
And then you can walk over here and fish from the bank.
Oh,
And
gotta
he's
check
got a
that
pretty
out.
decent brown from there before. Wouldn't say it was like trophy size, but you can catch some pretty decent fish over here, even just on the shoreline.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try this spot over here.
Oh yeah. Like I said, with that little bit of current,
Yeah.
the fish might be using this as a good little vantage point for them. Come out and grab stuff to eat, and then go back to the slower current.
It's another beautiful day, Eric.
It's very beautiful. I want to say what it's going to be in the about mid 50s, or no, it's supposed to get up to like 60 today.
Yeah, it seems like it'll be mostly an overcast, but hey, I'll still take it.
Yeah, I forgot. It's supposed to get like, yeah, close to 60 today.
I'll take the warm weather in February.
Yeah, that's pretty rare here in Missouri. Get some nice 60-degree weather. In February like this, normally we'll stay in the 40s. Sometimes be in the 30s, so try fishing over on this side, see what happens. I've also got a orange and sculpin jig that I might try here in a little bit, see if maybe the color might be another option. But definitely with that miss I had, there's definitely some fish down this way. Just trying to get right in this area where they are actively feeding.
I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my purple one that I got. See if that'll change anything up.
Yeah, doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt at all. Sometimes it's all about changing the color, seeing what they're interested in.
I'm gonna go ahead and move this up a little bit.
That's fine. For some reason I got a little bit of a, there it is. There's a little bit of a twist somewhere on that reel that I had here. Now it's good. Come on, dude. It's funny how I'll feel this dragging on the bottom like it does.
As you can mistake it for a bite.
Yeah, but then sometimes it will like feel like it's snagging on something. So I'll have to like kind of draw it up.
Mm-hmm.
Probably hitting some moss or something, I don't know. Alrighty. Try one more cast with this black and yellow and see what's going on here. Maybe try switching to the other one in a second. See if that other color might do something.
Caught a stick fish.
Oh yeah, look at that. One and only.
One and only stick fish.
I caught a few of those during the tournament myself. I think Barrick and I both at least got into a couple big sticks. We thought maybe we had a big fish on. I was like, nope, just a big stick.
Just a big stick. It's all right. It's part of fishing, it seems.
Yep, it is.
As long as you're having a good time.
Running jigs that deep down, you never know what you'll find.
Right. It's very, very true. Very, very true.
Yeah, I got a little bit of weeds or something on mine. Not sure what I ran into. There we go. All right, we're gonna try switching over to this sculpin orange head and see if that does anything different.
I'm gonna scoot us up real fast, real quick.
Sometimes that's a really popular color to use on this lake. This one could have a little bit more feathers on it, so we'll see what happens. But here's kind of what that looks like. Feathers got a little bit more matted, kind of. Probably been catching a lot of fish on this one, so that's probably why it's as matted as it is. If you want, Gabe, if you want to have the motor on a little stronger and you want to take us up just on the left side, like kind of close to where I guess that tree stump is, that
log
dead
right
tree
there.
stump. If you want to take us up there, and we'll just kind of drift down and see. Maybe we hit some fish on the way down as we're kind of hitting this inlet on this side.
Let's do it.
That might get us hopefully a good spot to drift down from them.
Sounds good.
Feels like, yeah, it's a pretty consistent 2. This feels like a pretty good drift right now.
Yeah, it does feel pretty good. Not too much.
I generally like 2 or sometimes 1. 1's a nice little steady drift, but 2's pretty good.
Yeah, it's always nice to have some current just to get the fish moving a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Get them in those eddies.
Yeah, you can take advantage of the eddies for sure when the water's moving a little bit. Kind of drift down from this spot coming up here, and hopefully we'll have a chance to catch some good old fish out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't ask for a more beautiful day. The sun's trying to peek out through those clouds.
Yeah, if that sun comes out, if we have time, we maybe might need to run down to the landing by the bridges and see if we can
Oh yeah.
maybe grab a fish or two down there. Maybe.
Getting up kind of close to this area and try to fish some of this spot. Just kind of drift down with it and see if there's any fish along this bank on the way down to that inlet on the back side of the island there. Usually makes a pretty good fishing spot.
Oh yeah.
You'll see a lot of boats hanging out in this spot during the summertime. People go crowd up and try to fish all along this island.
I feel like if you're over by Sunset Park, I feel like that fishing on that side's pretty good too.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Have you fished over there before?
I have. There's times I've caught maybe a couple little guys over there, and then there's other times I haven't caught anything. So it's kind of hit or miss. This is probably a good spot right here if we want to just drift down. We'll see if maybe might get some fish on the way as we just kind of drift down.
I'm gonna try the spot lock feature. I've never used that before.
Oh, there we go.
Just kidding. I don't know if that's the bottom or if that's a fish.
Oh, did you feel it kind of hit?
I just feel like some tugging here and there, but I'm not sure if that's the bouncing of the bottom.
That's, bounce off the bottom.
Okay.
Usually if you get a fish when you're bouncing off the bottom, you'll usually you'll feel it, and then usually it will sometimes take off.
Okay.
I mean, depending on if they get it. I mean, if they really want it, they'll just take off with it all of a sudden.
There's the sun.
Oh yeah, it's peeking through the
Mr. Sun.
thin clouds over there.
Mr. Golden Sun. It was really nice to see everybody come together for that cam event that we had at our place 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, we had a polar plunge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a couple days ago. That was fun.
They were plunging for hunger.
That's right, plunging for hunger. They raised $8,000. So we had 8 plungers. They raised $1,000 to help raise towards hunger in the local community. That Christian Action Ministries does, which is abbreviated CAM. And yeah, it's a fun ordeal. It usually happens about, around February, where they kind of do their polar plunge, and we'll have more people, more businesses coming up. I want to say it was mid-February 25th or so. We'll have some more. You guys get on our Facebook page, you'll usually be able to see some of those videos. So it's always a fun ordeal. Well, not getting much of anything over here. Probably should almost just drift down to the inlet over there. At least I had something closer to that area. I haven't fished the spoons very much since I was a kid, but spoons do pretty good in this area too. Did you get caught on something?
Snagged.
Ah, sad.
Happens.
You can always use the trolling motor to get up towards it, and might be able to break off loose if we get ahead of it. It happens from time to time. I've gotten snagged
part of
many
fishing, you know?
times. Many a times. It's easy too when you're trying to drift near the bottom too. It just gets caught on stuff, and if there's any brush down there,
I got it.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the advice, man.
Yeah, if you usually see people using their trolling motors, they're trying to rescue the, trying to rescue it for the most part. Usually if you can get on the front side of it, you can usually pull it the opposite direction and get it to undo itself. Come on, there you go. Alright, not really getting any fish in this spot. Ugh. Alright. I guess if you want to just let us drift down to that area, and we'll probably just call it good.
Down there?
Yeah, we'll just let it drift down to that end, and if we don't catch anything, we'll probably just call it the episode then.
That's all right. We're having a good time.
Yeah, it is. So far, we just haven't had any fish in this spot, so we'll see. We'll just see if maybe as we drift down, if maybe there might be some along the way. I think right now we're looking pretty decent on some time here. Oh yeah, we're already at like 40 minutes, so yeah, we'll just let this drift down, and once we hit that little inlet, we'll just call the episode, guys. Oh, see if we can get any fish along the way. I've only had that one miss so far, which is kind of sad, but it happens. Gotta be in the right place, right time, right color. So many things when it comes to those fish.
Yeah, I think like you said before, it's just a lot of factors.
There is.
that
There's a
play into
lot.
fishing. Yeah.
Sometimes you can be in the right place at the right exact time, but if you just happen to have the wrong color or wrong type of thing on your line that they're not interested in, they may not even attempt to go for it. And it's like you might be in the perfect spot.
Right.
You could be right in front of their face and they just decide, nope, I'm not going to eat that thing. And it's kind of sad when that happens, but it happens. It's fishing.
We can learn a lot from fish, man.
Oh, yeah. Fish are pretty smart. They know what they want.
Yeah, especially that one thing that you told me about the crappie. If you catch a crappie and you want to return it back to the water, you need to put it somewhere else so it doesn't alert the other fish.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. It's amazing how each species they're so smart. Wasn't it like you looked up something about bass and how they'll remember certain things?
Right.
It's kind of crazy. Each fish they remember their experiences sometimes.
I want to say they even remember being caught sometimes.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Fish are smart. They also can be picky. I know that sometimes the trout in this lake can be kind of picky sometimes. So they might eat on a certain color for a couple hours and all of a sudden change their mind and they want a completely different color. So it can make it tricky. Sometimes you just gotta constantly change your bait up and what you're trying to present to them, so that way they'll want something that looks enticing. I was really looking forward to hopefully at least getting a fish.
Right.
I think for these last few minutes, let me see if maybe switching over to this black and yellow does any better. I mean, you at least had that one bite on it.
A little bit of a bite. Yeah, you might get them again.
Might, yeah. We'll give it a shot before we end the episode here. Might give me a few casts before we kind of get to the ending here.
Got a nice little upstream wind coming.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's kind of pushing my line upstream as we're drifting downstream. It's always such a weird thing. There's a fish right over there.
You see some?
No, it jumped out of the water over there.
Oh boy.
Not far from where we are. They definitely do like this little inlet area. Try to put this one a little bit more out here. Yeah, they kind of like that little area. Yeah, it was just like right back over here. I saw one jump out of the water. I was like, oh, okay. So definitely some over there trying to tease us, I guess.
Oh yeah.
It's usually how it always goes.
Oh yeah. Every time.
And I was hoping we get at least something. Oh. I'll probably make this one my last cast, see what happens on this one.
I'm trying to remember, how did that song go? The last cast song that they put on that video that one time?
Oh, I know, right? It's so easy to just want to keep going.
I know.
Because that's the appeal about fishing, is like, you know they're there. And you're just trying to see if you can get one on that last go around.
Got to make sure we present it well with what they want.
Oh, yeah. We're like right in the spot where they definitely like to hang out.
I mean, this is a perfect spot for them to be at.
Oh, yeah.
Especially like that area right there.
They do. They like this little bit of calm water right over here. So that way they can just kind of duck behind it with the heavy water. And I'm just surprised I haven't gotten any other bites. Clearly, you know, there was definitely a bite, but just getting nothing. Kind of sad.
Fish or no fish, it's a great day, you know.
Oh yeah, you know. You catch one, I'm kind of bouncing off the bottom to see if I can get something maybe last minute. Just hitting snags here and there. Well, guess I'm not gonna get anything this go around. It's kind of sad. Wish I wouldn't have missed that one fish. Last cast here and just see, maybe change up the little bit of tactics, see if I get anything. this will be my last go around. Just wish I didn't miss that fish. That's one thing about trout though, they can strike really quick.
Mm-hmm.
When you least expect it. There's my last cast for the day. Nothing but that one missed catch. Still a good day though. Alright, and there was Gabe pulling in the last bit there.
Does that conclude our
I think so.
Our one cast
conclude it for
episode?
today. We didn't catch any fish, guys. I had that one miss and tried. Hopefully, we're trying to get some more fish, but definitely saw one down behind this island. So yeah, if you ever come down, like I said, Monkey Island's still a great spot. Like I said, sometimes on the opposite bank's pretty good too. But we will see you guys tomorrow, and have a good rest of your day.
See ya.
Bye bye.